Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so have either of you seen the Age of Ultron trailer?
No, I don't even know what are you
he
talking
spent
about?
literally the whole biology class talking about this freaking trailer.
But it's
What
so
is
cool.
it?
It's because it's the second Avengers movie. If you saw Avengers,
I didn't even see the first Avengers.
I didn't either.
I didn't think it was worth it.
It was so good though. It's on Netflix all the time.
Well,
I mean, if people think stay on
I
Netflix.
got rid of my Netflix.
What?
But what I'm saying is the trailer, like Marvel released a bunch of movies all the way up to 2019.
Yeah.
Like the last one in 2019 is like speculated that the Guardians of the Galaxy and the
I
Avengers.
wonder what my life will be like in 2019.
Yeah, let's talk about
Let's
that.
talk about that.
Life in
What do you
2019.
mean
What's
life
that?
in
That's
2019?
3 years after graduation. We'll be
Graduation from high
Juniors.
school or college? Oh,
No, we graduate.
We'll be juniors in college.
2016.
Juniors in
I
college.
probably have I'll either be really successful by then or not at all, and I'll live on the streets.
I think
and
I'll be fat.
I'll be in student debt, and
Yeah,
I
that's
won't
a given.
have any friends.
Nobody's
And-
happy about the future though.
Because the future's scary. Are you happy about the future, Trevor?
Hopefully, I'll have
It's
like
the unknown.
a hot
Humans are
history
naturally
major
afraid.
boyfriend / I'll be getting ready to marry one of my history professors, and
You talked about this last year.
You did.
I did.
Because you should
Yeah,
have
because you
sex.
said something about pool boy or something like that.
Oh
Your
no!
little-
This is the
Okay, fine.
This is the if I were to be a rich lady,
Yeah.
I would grow up. Okay, no, this. I remember now. So I would marry my history professor in college, and he'd be like loaded because he'd be kind of old and like really good looking. And so we'd live in a nice house, and we'll have a pool, and so we'll have a pool boy. So then my husband will die. I'll be like 60 or something, 50, but I'll be really good looking because I
You're
take
gonna
care of
marry
myself.
You're gonna be with them for
And
that
I'm gonna marry the pool boy. I'm gonna have an affair with the pool boy, and I'm gonna be a cougar. I'll go from a kitten to a cougar.
I was talking about Age of Ultron.
Interesting. Yeah, we'll see, but look what that's transpired into. The future, which is a lot
Transpired.
better. But
Transformed.
whatever. Same difference. Either way, the Age of Ultron does not apply to this conversation anymore.
Okay, but you never know who's listening right now. They might be interested in Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
You never know down the road.
Well, that's for another podcast.
That's for
Well, that's. So like in Age of Ultron, the big thing is Ultron. Apparently, I don't even know his origin, but he's basically a robot.
That's so stupid.
I already hate it.
But
We're done.
here's the thing. Okay, you know Tony Stark, Iron Man.
Unfortunately.
Iron Man, Tony Stark. Apparently, Tony Stark builds Ultron. That's the theory, that he builds Ultron because in one of the.
it's a robot.
It's a robot, but it's like a super
Built by
complex.
Iron Man?
Yes.
But isn't he already like?
Isn't
awesome?
Iron Man already a
No,
robot?
but he wants like, but the big thing is like
He's
in
got
Iron Man
cars.
3, he has his robots, his
Which
suits
is the
fight.
third one?
Why does he build a robot?
Well, that's in Iron Man
what's
3.
his- what's his
he has
reasoning?
sleep. I think he has like sleep apnea because like the element in his body like is killing
How
him.
did Iron Man become Iron Man?
He went to
Is there iron? Well, everyone has iron in their
what
blood.
happened
Everybody's
was-
Iron Man.
throwback to Iron Man 1. What happened was Stark Industries used to be a weapons dealer, I think. I'm not like 100% sure. I haven't seen that movie in forever. But basically,
Well, I haven't seen that movie, and I don't think I will.
He went to Iraq,
There you
and
go.
basically when he was driving in a Humvee, they hit an IED, and then
Why
Tony Stark
is
gets
this
basically taken away to the
English?
You're
Taliban.
saying all these abbreviations and long words that I don't understand.
You don't know IED?
No.
No.
Independent energy.
Trevor,
Improvised
you gotta understand that I only
dedication.
watched like 2 movies over and over again, and that's Forrest Gump and Easy Rider, which have nothing to do with war. Well,
See, I like 16
With, like-
Candles.
yeah.
I saw
That's my
16
kind of
Candles.
movie.
But what I'm saying, you don't know what IED means?
No.
Improvised explosive device?
Oh, duh.
Of course.
Of course.
I know that. I just talk about those
Okay,
every
so
day.
you asked why Iron Man is Iron Man. It's because
Now I don't know.
he had
if
a
I wanna
hole
know.
blown in his chest, and the Taliban. I'm not saying it was the Taliban, but
You
in the
just
movie.
said-
But in the movie,
Trevor,
okay,
what are you
I'll
really
say-
getting at here?
what I'm saying
It wasn't
is,
the Taliban, but it was actually the Taliban.
it was okay. It's implied that it's some sort of extremist organization in the Middle East that basically they put he has like this. It's basically like a car battery attached to like a generator in his heart. That's basically
Well,
the whole
are
thing.
you saying that if someone interpreted
like a
it differently and
7th
said that it was
grade
some
boys
other
idea.
kind of extremist group from somewhere else?
Okay,
would you
first
say
of all,
that
she
their
wanted to know
opinion
what
is
Iron
wrong?
Man. No, okay, I'm not even gonna get into this right now. I don't think they ever say Taliban, but it is implied
But how? Because somebody might not know that and might not imply it from the movie at all.
Okay,
Maybe
this
it's
is
like-
2000. This is like 2007. If you say
How old were we in 2000?
2000. No, I don't think. It was a long time ago. That was like Marvel's first
Should've
wave.
been 9,
Iron Man.
9-ish.
Iron Man was the first wave. So basically, back to Age of Ultron. He
Yeah,
builds
is
the
this-
robot. He builds the complicated robot.
Is this a fourth Iron Man movie, or
No,
is
this
just...
is the second Avengers.
Avengers has all
so
the
wait,
Marvel
so the
people, right?
Avengers is going back to more of the Iron Man.
No, what happened is like mostly
Never gonna get
the
this.
lesson is what I took away from Age of Ultron trailer is that Tony Stark needs to stop building robots. Because in the background, I explained this to Mickey in biology that like in the background
He took a lesson from the trailer.
the
The trailer alone. Imagine what it's gonna be like when the movie comes
The
out.
trailer alone speaks so much. You can like explain already like the relationship between Ultron and the Avengers. It's like he used to be a robot, and then in the background, the song Pinocchio. You remember Pinocchio? The song?
my God.
There's no strings on me, and he says that.
I've never seen
If you see the
Pinocchio.
trailer, I will put the trailer. There'll be a link to the trailer underneath this podcast, and you can see there's a part where Ultron says, "There's no strings on me," and then he smashes the head of one of Tony Stark's robots, and that had me messed
Well, if
up.
you're relating it to Pinocchio, did the robot have a giant nose?
Yeah, every
Does
time
Tony
he
Stark
lied.
have a giant nose?
But no, Ultron has eyebrows though, like robot eyebrows.
Wait,
Okay.
what was I gonna say?
Dang.
So
Oh,
back
I'm
to the
imagining-
Age of Ultron.
I'm imagining this Ultron character looking like Iron Giant,
Somewhat. He has
like a round,
like a humanoid feature.
like a round head.
Yes.
But like
Is he tall or short?
muscular.
He's
for-
about the same.
a robot.
He's about the same height as Tony, I think, when he's in his Iron Man suit.
It a he or a she?
It's a
How
robot.
do you know?
It's a dude because
You not
got a
put
dude
gender
voice.
See,
roles
now
on
that's
robots.
interesting. We are putting gender roles on robots.
Because it
now
sounds
that's
like a
the bigger
man.
issue. It's gender roles on robots.
And he's made of adamantium. It's this.
What
okay,
is that?
Okay, so you know the thing that with Captain America's shield.
No.
Captain America's shield.
We don't know anything about
Okay,
this stuff.
then let me explain to you something about Captain America's shield. It's supposedly indestructible. In Avengers, he takes a hit from Thor's hammer, which, if you didn't see Thor, it can break rocks in one swing. So,
I can break a rock
How
by
many
throwing it on the
movies-
ground.
How many movies do you have to see to understand this damn robot?
Yeah.
Ultron, you don't have to see anything. That's the beauty of it all.
Then what?
It's the
Because
beauty of it all.
Ultron has never appeared
We
in a
have talked
Marvel
about the
movie
Avengers.
before.
We've talked about Iron Man. We have talked about what was his name?
Gender?
Thor. No,
Iron
not
Giant.
Gender.
Pinocchio.
Iron Giant.
Pinocchio.
Okay, you
Pinocchio.
laugh, but you haven't seen the trailer.
Are you
Well,
telling me that after
we'll
I see
have
this
to
trailer,
watch
I'm
it.
gonna
After
be
you see
enlightened?
the trailer, you will be enlightened, and you will see the part. It's
I don't
just
like superhero movies.
But it's humorous in a way that most superhero movies aren't. The difference between a Marvel movie and a DC movie is Batman never takes a moment
What's
to
a
be
DC
ha-ha.
movie?
DC is like Six Flags, right? Marvel is like Universal Studios.
Sure, if you want to make that comparison.
Because I know at Universal Studios they have like a Hulk ride.
I feel so like
Wait, is Spider-Man Marvel?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, Spider-Man's
now.
Marvel, but he's not a part of the Avengers, which is a big joke.
Spider-Man is an awesome superhero, and I also love Batman. I actually just
Why is
watched.
Spider-Man on the Avengers?
I
because-
just
don't
watched
know,
that
the
one
universes
movie.
just
I
don't
watched
cross.
The Dark Knight Rising. Is that a movie?
Which one is it?
I don't know. It's one with the dude who's Batman, and then Catwoman is Anne Hathaway. And
Oh, that's The Dark Knight.
So okay, so I was watching that, and I didn't get to finish it, but it was intense. And Batman's awesome because he doesn't have any like superpowers. He's just
Batman hot?
awesome.
You just said you don't like superhero movies.
I said
didn't say
that.
that.
I said.
You said that.
Is Batman
yeah, so
hot?
Get it right. Can be. Depends on the movie. There's different Batmans.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like,
I love Batman. Like I love Batman.
Like, are you in love with Batman?
No,
Okay.
but I like want to be Batman. It's like one of those.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
He's aspirational, I would say.
yeah.
you aspire to be Batman?
I do. I mean, his car is awesome. Then he has this like helicopter thing that looks like a car, but it's not really a car. And then I also thought about being Catwoman because I think Catwoman's pretty cool too.
Well, she's sexy.
She's like
Catwoman's a. The thing with Catwoman is, Catwoman. Nobody ever knows like the deal with Catwoman because there are some story arcs where Catwoman and Batman are a thing.
Yeah.
He takes Catwoman to the Batcave and he shows.
Well, they were all like dancing at this dance, and then she like kisses him and then goes away and
But
kills
that's
a bunch of
because
people.
she doesn't kill anybody. I don't
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and then.
Either way, I'm just saying she's so cool
No
and like
guns.
she's smooth. I just want.
That was probably not on.
I just want to be her.
You just want to be Catwoman.
I do.
I just want to be Ultron.
I
With
want
your
to
weird
live in a
eyebrows.
van.
In a van down by the
The river.
My mom jokes about that all the time. Because I told her that.
I was watching David Letterman the other night, and Taylor Swift was on, and that man is just so funny.
David Letterman?
He's just.
Which one is David? Is he the one
He's
who's
the old one that's going to retire.
See,
I thought Jay Leno retired.
David Letterman is funny.
He is, like he's just funny. Like Jimmy Fallon, like actually like tries to be funny. Like he's
Jimmy
hilarious
Fallon,
too.
Jimmy Fallon is like a structured
David
funny.
but David Letterman doesn't have.
You can
he's
like
not.
look
He
at
just
David
is.
Letterman and laugh.
He is funny. Like that's the definition. Like
Jay Leno is you got a funny chin looking funny.
See,
I feel like I have a Jay Leno chin sometimes, and I really
so
hate
Jay
it.
Leno's funny looking.
Jay Leno's funny looking. Jimmy Fallon is
Structured
funny,
funny,
and
David Letterman is funny.
is funny.
Yeah, and then
Bruce
there's like
Jenner
well, then there's
is
Jimmy
funny
Kimmel.
looking.
There's Jimmy Kimmel. And there's Jimmy Kimmel, and then there's Seth Meyers, and I love Seth Meyers, but I liked him on SNL. I don't know if I like him as much now as like a host of his own show.
Is he?
And
Does
Jimmy
he have
Kimmel
his own
just
show?
bothers me. Like I look at him and I'm just like, why are you doing this?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Everybody-
He's like a
Chase
repeat-
loves Jimmy
He's
Kimmel.
a repeat of Jimmy Fallon. I think Jimmy Fallon is so much better at what he does than Jimmy Kimmel. And
Everybody
do the
like
same thing.
romanticizes various like people on, like everybody's like, oh, Will Ferrell was the best, or
Chris
Farrell
Farley.
rocks.
Chris Farley will be
I
the
think-
best. Like everybody like wants to romanticize a certain era of SNL. Like
Well,
It's
because
true,
it's,
it's
I
true.
mean, and everybody, it depends on like.
Depends on what you grew up with, like watching.
Yeah,
and
like
then
I
what
grew
you
up
are
with Chris
now.
Farley and stuff.
I didn't see SNL until like middle school.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like
same
it just
here.
wasn't.
So
it
like
just
you're like
wasn't
in the
something
Andy
Me
Samberg
too. Yes,
kind of.
That would
yeah,
be-
like
that was
Weekend.
me.
Andy Samberg was when Lonely
The Andy
Island.
Samberg, the Justin Timberlake always being on the show
Yeah.
like, with him, and then like
Wasn't
That's
it
good
the
stuff,
8
though.
host club when he on his 8th time
Oh,
he gets
yeah.
like he gets a bunch of other people who hosted the show 8
well,
times.
then all their songs are hilarious. All of their songs that Andy Samberg and Justin Timberlake did a bunch of songs together, and they're like crying funny.
Isn't one of those songs like didn't they put that on like the Lonely Island?
Yeah, the
like,
Lonely Island, exactly.
What about who was the guy who in there was a song that they did called Jack Sparrow?
Oh,
Were they
this
talking
is
about- Yes, but,
Captain Jack Sparrow.
but who was the guy what they did it with? Because he was the
Mike
one.
Bolton.
I don't know.
Is that his name?
Michael
Bolton.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
because like the Lonely Island
Yeah,
keeps going back
he's
to
great.
the club.
He's great. Like
We
yeah,
just-
that was great.
We just hit 4:20 seconds.
I think we should be done. I think this is long enough.